I was a very playful boy that plays fun above everything. As if I live near the church, I would sometimes purposely reach exits around 3:10 to 3:15 so that I will be able to skip the teaching. And when my elder asks me where am I will just tell him that I'm actually seated at the back where the latecomers sit at. So to be honest, right, I wasn't really much into God, but like much more into the sports. Then when I'm hurt, I'm moving on. I'm like, wow, I don't want to move on, Then I tried like everything I can, right? Like serving God to like just so I can stay on. And I also heard some rumors about poly is that every time after service they will go NLB, go slack, go play card, and it really doesn't sound pleasing to me. I'm quite a sporty person and that like 要我去那里 then 坐下来玩卡 is to me sounds really boring. Then it even like after hearing this, right, it pushed me further to like want to serve God even more, just so I can stay on and not move on. But however, to me, right, it wasn't as easy as I thought. Like serving God, all this. For what I feel, right, a place didn't really offer much for me to serve. God suddenly like pop out a question in my head. It's like, am I coming here like to just serve Him, or I come here to serve Him, right, just to like use Him so that I'm able to stay on and not move on. But then after that, I went home and reflected a bit. Since I'm moving on, right, I might as well like really use my heart and serve God. Like just serve Him with all my heart, but not with the wrong purpose. Like just to stay on to serve Him. So like while I was in the process, right, of adjusting, I realized that actually poly really offered me a lot of chance to serve compared to a place, which made me feel happier as I really had a change of heart when I come to poly. Like I was expecting like to step out more and to serve more. But however, I struggled coping with school and church stuff, as like school is distracting me away from God. But I just want to thank the people that God placed in my life. That some of them, right, they will give me some advice about how I can like cope with this, and they share their like some of their testimony to me, which I feel wow, my mind blown. Then and comparison, right, is another thing I struggle when I move on. Is that I always try to compare, right, my old life group, my old central life group with my current life group, because my current life group, right, is because they are from poly. Then the maturity over here is really different from my previous life group. It's like the things I find it fun, right, they didn't really find it fun. So like I had quite a difficult time trying to adjust to their culture and what. After like adjusting, like I feel that this community, right, really like it's not as boring as I thought. I was like open up to different perspective of fun. I start to learn that, right, fun isn't just about playing sports or like playing pool or what, but it can also be like sitting down and just talking about life with people. That can be fun too. And like card game, right, isn't really that boring, and giving each other advices and supporting one another. Soon I feel like the community become a family to me, and those around me, I start to see them as like my brothers and sisters. They have shown me, right, how caring they can be for one another.
Hi, I am Leo. I was a youth transfer for the previous year. My previous district was Northeast. Okay, so one of the first impressions that I had when I moved to the poly group was that, okay, the first thing was that I was wondering why was everyone weird. When I came here, the people here were not the kind of people that I would have associated myself with or would have talked to. So you kind of know how prideful I was back then. Some of the challenges I faced were I was really humble. Back in Northeast, I was, in a sense, in a fast track to becoming a leader. I was at LGLA, I led a group of my own. I've had like a number of mentees. Then one day my mentor met up with me and then he said, Leo, I'm sorry, but you need to move on. Then at that moment I really cried in front of him, and then I told him I want to stay, and I fought for 3 months, and I kept telling him I want to stay, I want to stay, I want to stay. And then my mentor without fail would say, sorry Leo, you have to move on. And then from that point on, right, I really had to build myself up again. I had to lay the foundation up in my Christian walk all over again. I had to start from scratch. I had to understand and I had to think every single day from the moment I set into poly. I had to think for myself, what did I believe in, what are some of the values that I uphold, and what do I truly believe in. Because honestly, the moment I move on from youth, nothing was the same, and nothing honestly is supposed to be the same. Then I had to think to myself, God, what does it mean to be a Christian? What does it truly mean to live a life that honors you and glorifies you? And then the moment I transferred over and then I saw how the life group was, and then I truly understand what it meant by a life group being a group of people where you share life together and do life together. And this is a life group where people intentionally share their lives, and then every single person can say, right, what is one thing that you like about life group? Everyone can say that it's a family. Everyone intentionally shares life, everyone is willing to spend time with another. And it comes to the point, right, where I have band practice for a service, right, I honestly don't feel like going because I really want to spend my time with the life group. And then when I work, right, I am more than willing, right, to either cancel work or push it by a few hours, not a few hours, just 1 hour, to spend time in the life group and get to know them and bond with them more. And people who don't come, right, to be honest, right, as gay as it sounds for men to say this, right, I actually miss them. I actually miss the people that are not around. Okay? Yeah. So, and it's not because they are girls, it's really because people here really spend time and share life with one another and really genuinely want to be together. So that was how God grew me up from this prideful, arrogant young man to this much more humble and far more caring person that I am here today. And then as much as some of you may transfer and a lot of you don't really understand what I'm talking about and what I'm saying, I honestly say that moving on is supposed to be the natural state of things. You are supposed to move on, you're not supposed to stay. And then some of you may feel fearful of what may be to come, what will come, but I can honestly say with all my being and all my heart that being here in poly teaches you and shows you what it really means to be the kind of Christian that God called you to be.